Now let's work on the login. So the first thing that we're going to do is simply, we're not going to show this sign up until we click on this create account. So simply what we're going to do is just go to the login page. So let me go to pages and this login. Right here, we're just going to define a state. So the state is going to call it visible, and then state visible. Okay, and then use state. Okay, and the beginning is going to be false. Okay. So the thing is, the register is not going to be shown unless the visible is true. So when visible is true, then we're going to show it. So now it's going to disappear. If we make this use state to true, now it's going to be shown. Okay, so this is the way that we're going to do it. And simply, let me just make this like this. Okay. So I want now, when we click on the create account, we want to show it. And the way it's going to show it is when we click on here, we're just going to make the use state for the visible, we're going to make it true. Okay. So simply we can do this. We can go to the login form and here we're going to do it. Okay. So we need to pass this so we can control it from there. Okay. So we can pass it like this. And then we can go to the login form and get it from the properties that we pass here. The state visible, and simply we can go now to the button of create account, which is this one, and we add on click. So when we click on this, we're simply gonna just set the visible and we're gonna make it true. Okay, see this from these components we can change this. So now when we click here, it's just gonna show. Okay, so now when we click on this, we want to hide it. Okay, so we can go right here and we're gonna see where is it. So this is which one? This is in the register. So let's go back to the register on the index, and also we're going to pass this right here. Okay, the same way, so we can play with the value. Okay, let's go back to the register form, get it right here, and let's go down to this button. Okay, so let's go back here. So this is the one, the exit icon. Okay, so in the exit icon, we're going to add an on click. So when we click on it, we're just going to have a function, and we're going to simply set the visible, and it's going to be false. Okay, so now if we click on it, it's going to disappear. Now we click show it, now it disappears. Okay, this is the first thing. And also we're going to make sure that we work on the click outside when we click outside. So this is going to be a separate video. We're going to work on it later because it's going to be a global function that we can use, you know, through or across all of our application. Okay, so now we've done with this. Now let's work with with the login itself. So it's going to be similar. So let's take all the things that we're going to need from here. Let me take all the imports right here from Access and the loader and everything. We're just going to take them and go to the login form. Let me close this, go back to the login form, and also import this right here. So right here, like this. And also go back and take the dispatch and use dispatch. We're going to need them also, so we can have them right here. Let me see what else we have. Then we can go actually to the function itself. Okay, so what we can do, we just simply can go to the login form, and then on the submit of form, where is it here? So we're gonna create on submit. Okay, and then here you can just simply have whatever you want to do. Okay, so on submit, I'm just gonna write call a function. Let's call it login submit. Okay, let's create this. So let's create here. It's going to be an async function. Okay, and right here we're going to do the same thing that we do. So it's going to be try, and it's going to be catch, and right here we're going to just set the loading first. So let's create a loading state. I forgot that, so const loading. So maybe we just can copy them. I'm tired of writing, to be honest. I've been recording all day, so let me take all of this and just post them right here. So instead the loading, set it to false. Okay, when the state of error. Also there is no success because we're simply gonna redirect you directly, so there is no state of that. So simply you can just set the error, and the error is gonna be, as we said before, error dot response dot data dot message, like this. Okay, so on the try we're gonna have const data, and it's gonna equal a wait. We're gonna wait for this, so it's gonna be Axios. Also it's gonna be post backticks. I'm gonna go to the process.env.react app, let's call it backend URL. and then /login. All we're gonna pass is the email and the password. Okay, like this. And after this, we're gonna do the same things that we did. So let me go back to the register. Let's save everything. We're not gonna have the timeout because this directly we're gonna just move it. Okay, so let me just copy it, and then we're gonna remove what we don't need. Okay, so right here, and then let me remove the timeout like this. Okay, because we don't want to wait. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, so we're gonna pass all the data we need, and we're not gonna have this. We're just gonna be simply the data, and here's gonna be also the data. Okay, because if we go back to the backend to see what we had, so in the login, now this is the login. When we send, we don't have any message. Okay, not the register. Where is it? So we had this. So let me remove this. Okay, like this. We don't want to add this to the state. Okay, it's just a mistake when we work on the backend. Okay, now we fix this. Okay, so let's go back to the login form. Everything looks alright. So let's try this. So I'm gonna go back right here. I'm gonna take the email because I can't remember it, and then we're gonna use it right here. And let's see that we have a wrong password, and we try to log in. Now we're gonna see where the errors that we have, and this is also, we forgot this. So let's go after create the account. Let's have it after, I don't know what I'm gonna have it after the forget or after the login. Let's have it after the forget in password. Okay, right here, when we have an error, the same way we've done this before. Let me just go back like this. So when we have an error, we're just gonna have a div which is gonna be error text. Okay, and it's gonna have the error right here. Okay, like this. And what the problem right here? Okay, what's the problem? Unexpected. Can you remove this and try again, because I'm getting dizzy right. So when you have an error, we're just gonna have .error text. Just forgive me, this is pretty hard, you know, to record all of this at the same day. Okay, error like this. Okay, now it's fine. So as you see, invalid credentials. Please try again. See, let's try again. And as you see, this is the problem. If you have a wrong email, and as you see, the email address you entered is not connected to an account, and all of the errors is getting from the backend as we've defined them right here. Okay, so now if we have everything all right, so let me remove this. Okay, the right password, which is 123456, and we're gonna try and log in. We're gonna simply see what's the problem right here. Okay, let's go to the console. Bad request. Let me see. We gotta go to the network. So this is a way you can see what the problem we have. So go to the network. Let me try again. So login, and let's see what's the problem. The email address. Okay, so this is the wrong email. Okay, so let me just copy again. I think this is the right one. So let me just copy this again, like this. Okay, and try again. Password is 123456, and login. And as you see, now it's worked. Okay, so that was just a wrong email, and now we've redirected to the home page. Let's go to Redux, and as you see, the user now we have is null. Okay, let's go to application. We have the user right here, and we don't have it in the Redux. Let me refresh this, and we have it right here. Okay, so now we have it. Everything is all right. So let me try this again, because I don't know what's wrong right here. So let me remove this. Go back to Redux, refresh. We don't have anything. Let's go back to the login. Same email. Let's try with the password and enter. And we see again. Let's go back to Redux, and the user is null. This is like we need to refresh, then we can see it. Okay, I know what's the problem. Okay, because this was just the initial state. Okay, so let me do it again to show you. I know it came along, but let me just show you how it is. Okay, this is important. Login, and now 1 2 3 4 5 6. Again, let's go open this, and you're gonna see in the Redux it doesn't show, but it actually does. This is because we are in the initial state. If we go back to the login right here, we can login, and the state is actually changed. Okay, so don't worry, it's changed. It just we were in the initial state, and that's after the dispatching of the login. Okay, so that was easy for the login. thing I forget is the loader. We want to also have it on the login, not only on the register. So we're gonna go back to the register, gonna take that, copy it, go back to the login and add it right here, okay? And this is related to the loading state that we have right here. So when we try right here, we're gonna add the set loading and it's gonna be true, okay? So right here, when we start the code, it's gonna start the loader. Probably not gonna show most of the time in localhost because it's a fast request on the localhost, but when you host your application, definitely you're gonna have it and it's gonna be shown, you know, as the same way we did before, okay?